of guys that used to go through the weird guys' trash.
Yeah.
Used to have to get the Sears catalog.
Oh, we've talked about this many times. You know, we're sponsored.
Be happy that you have porn, and you really going to create a screen name?
By the way, we have to mention this. We're sponsored now. Sponsored by the Fleshlight. See that?
That's a butthole.
That's a butthole right there, fella.
There's a pubic hair on it, too.
Where?
Oh,
no,
that's not pubic hair.
I'm not use this one, sir. I do not use the butthole one, and I would not pull out the vagina one out of respect. The one that I have used.
I like how it's autographed.
Yeah, that's so important. The vagina one's autographed too.
Really?
Yeah.
From who?
I don't know. Different
like
chicks.
Famous?
Yeah, I think that one's like
Christopher Reeves. What? That's Christopher Reeves' butthole. Wow, I didn't.
It's a lot pinker than I expected.
So that's the flesh.
We're sponsored by it. If you're a masturbator, and I know you are, you got to pick one of those up. It's fucking fantastic. It's the greatest masturbation tool ever invented for dudes. Because for years, dudes had nothing. Now we have this. It's golden.
15% off on Joe's website.
Oh yeah, you click on a link, you can get some money for it. Get some money off.
And you got to figure, if we just go through that, I've never used one, but anything else you might use is going to probably called chafing. And it might, you know what I mean? Get a little hot spots here or there. That's probably a safer. Think about that. Think about the less open sores you're putting on your junk.
Yeah.
By not irritating the skin.
Look at you.
Look at that. That's the medical end. That's the practical end.
I don't know I don't know what you're fucking to put sores all over your dick, but yes, I agree with you.
Well, I'm just saying some T-shirts are softer than others.
Do you fuck your T-shirts? Is that what you do?
No, but I'm saying some just so that,
What the fuck are you saying? Say it or don't say it. You fuck your T-shirts. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I don't know if I'd use that term.
I fuck basically everything I own. I fucked my bed. I fucked pillows. I fucked soap. I fucked shampoo. I tried the difference between soap and shampoo. My dick got irritated once because I fucked this soap that I didn't know. It was Mrs. Rogan soap, and it was for if you have acne. And I just squirted it on my dick and beat off with it. And then my dick got all fucking red and sore. And I was like, what the fuck was that shampoo? And then I just thought it was shampoo, man.
Well, let's just say through conditioning, if I smell pert, I start to get a little bit aroused.
Wow.
If I hear running
it's
water.
Like Pavlov's dog.
Yeah, exactly. If I smell pert. But I think conditioner is a way better way to go than shampoo.
You know bubbles, when you blow bubbles, that soap, it's kind of oily. That's the best soap to fuck, I think.
Dudes don't have to worry about any of that shit when they're gay. They just bang each other. I bet gay guys hardly even jerk off. They're just so busy banging each other. They could just get sex all the time.
I think so. I think you see it at the gym where you're like,
they're all
wow,
freaks.
You just come here and just...
Dude,
look, and then you disappear in the steam room.
I used to work out at 24 Hour Fitness, and the guy who was the manager there was this really cool guy, and he was assigned to the West Hollywood store, the West Hollywood 24 Hour Fitness, because he had to clean it up, quote unquote, because they were having problems there, because dudes were fucking there, and dudes would fuck all over the place. They would fuck in the sauna, and they would have to go in there and hose down the sauna. He said it was disgusting. You would go in there, it would smell like ass, and there would be loads everywhere. These guys would just bang each other and shoot loads all over the fucking sauna. And you would go in there, literally, it'd be a fucking biological hazard. And he had to clean all this stuff out and hose everything down. He said he always caught dudes banging in there.
And those are in shape guys too, by the way.
Dude, gay gyms are like gay discos. They might as well be nightclubs. That's where they pick each other up. Yeah. When I was doing news radio, I used to work out at Gold's Gym, which is on Cole, which was a total gay disco. I mean, that's all it was. Right. It was just a bunch of gay dudes trying to pick each other up. And they would spot you, like when you didn't need a spot, they would come over.
So they can stand with their
stand with your balls above your head. And they would be really aggressive, like the way they stared at you and looked at you, because they were used to getting their dick sucked when they did that, you know?
Right.
It's that's their spot. That's where they go, man. They're fucking freaks. They don't have to worry about babies. You know, what was life like before the pill? Could you imagine if we grew up? I mean, when was the pill? The 50s? Is that what it was? Could you imagine if we grew up when there was no pill? We don't even know what that's like. My girlfriend was on the pill when she was 16, right? When I was 16, or I was 17, she was 16, she was on the pill. I don't know what it's like to be in an era when there was no pill. Could you imagine how much more careful you had to be, how trickier it had to be, you know?
Yeah, or were guys then, or they were like kind of dudes now when you're just... Whatever.
Out of 100 people, guess how many per year out of 100 people get pregnant even while they're on the pill?
How many?
83% are protected. So it's whatever.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's only 83%, so 17%, so 17 out of 100?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was just at Planned Parenthood the other day. So
They really said that. You know why? Because
show you that on the
out of that 17%, 99% of those 17% are lying whores.
yeah,
That's why. Oh, I totally on the pill. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're on the
yeah.
pill.
yeah.
You shoot a load in there, and now you have a
completely
baby.
right.
I have a new baby.
Oh yeah, how is it going? How's it?
Fucking
Congratulations.
fantastic. My Mrs. Rogan gave birth on Wednesday. We have a new baby. And don't read the chat. You're going to get distracted, son. See? You're not even paying attention.
You don't want to read these.
You're already
people.
lost.
Sorry,
You don't want to read that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
concentrate on the conversation. I'm going to tell you something
I was
horrible.
told not to chime in.
You don't
so
have.
Apparently,
Who
I'm
told you not to
supposed
chime in?
some
All the
random.
haters.
Well, you
some
don't
random.
fucking listen to
Okay,
that
I
random
looked.
dude. You gave a voice to some douchebag.
I
There's
know,
some
okay.
asshole out there. Look, the beautiful thing about the internet, I always say, is that anyone can say anything. They all are free to say whatever they want. But the horrible thing about the internet is that anyone can say everything.
Right.
They can say whatever they want. So douchebags get to talk too. So you don't know what kind of group you're getting. And you can't read the negative shit. 99% of it is going to be cool people with questions. But that 1%, you can't respond to them
Yeah. I
because
don't
then
know
you're
how they live or
reinforcing
what-
shitty behavior.
Yeah.
You know, those faggots need to get a life. Those fucking dummies that want to come on and talk shit, and they want to do it on Twitter, they want to do it on MySpace and Facebook. I had to learn the hard way that you're supposed to ignore them, you know?
Yeah, it's hard.
Or joke about it. It is hard, because you see them like, fuck you. But that's not even a person, man. That's a sad little blip of energy, of negative energy. I had this fucking dude. I should read it, because it's that interesting. I had this fucking dude that sent me a message about the woman who I had an argument with this feminist woman once on MySpace, and not on MySpace, on they put it up on YouTube. Kevin Booth filmed it. It was behind the Comedy Store. This lady Lydia Lunch, and I tried to be nice to her, but she got like super aggro with me and really douchey, and said she was gonna burn me with her cigarette. So I just started fucking ripping her apart, and it's on YouTube. And this guy sent me this fucking scathing. I mean, the chick is a cunt. Okay, there's no way I would ever yell at a woman unless that woman's a cunt. I mean, it has to get to a dirty, horrible point. If that's my manager, I'm fucking firing them. I swear to God. Hold on.
Well, I got a.
TikTok.
Okay.
Yes, it is. TikTok.
I'm doing my podcast.
Wow.
I do it every
Very
Wednesday at 3 o'clock. You're on the air right now.
Very uncomfortable.
It's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, knucklehead.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, whatever it is. Bye. That's a real comic. I don't even know what fucking day it is. Yeah, it was them too. It's always them. Meanwhile, they were getting mad because we were talking about them in the flashlight. We're not allowed to talk about them anymore. Anyway, so this fucking guy sent me this email back. The first email he sent me was like really fucked up, like just such a douchebag. That woman you bullied on YouTube. Now, just listen to this. This woman is an ass, but Joe Rogan looks like a typical dude who would be on Jersey Shore, pushing and punching, bullying women physically. Okay, I didn't bully her. I told her not to touch my face. She touched my face, and I pushed her hand away from me. Wow, dude, you're so tough, man. What a funny faggot you are. Talk about mommy issues. Christ, how do you live each day being such a miserable bitch? Typical low-file pig. Only other short, ugly, miserable potheads with it. Now, think all this fucking energy. And this keeps going on and on and on and
Right.
on. Uneducated piece of trash. Instead of telling us that you wish the president would take mushroom trips, try living life without smoking joints, you pothead, burnout, fucking dum-dum. So this is obviously someone who's been to my show. Because I say the president should take mushrooms. I've said that in my act. So this is obviously probably some heckler, probably some dude who got jacked at one of the shows. And then I sent him some message. I think I sent him something like, I said that, here, this is what I said. If that's what you got out of the video, then you deserve to be the type of person that writes such a retarded email. You have created your own reality, and it sucks to be you. Kisses. So that's what I said to him. I don't know why I did it, because I shouldn't have. Because when you do that, what happens is you create a fucking battle, for no reason. So this fucking guy writes this thing that's like paragraphs long. You're the typical Jersey Shore hostile short dude. You'd like to believe you're different because you moved to plastic land with the fakes, but it just goes on and on and on, and it's so fucking sad. And I look at stuff like that, and I say, here's a guy that obviously not a happy person. There's no way he's successful. Michael Jordan's not sitting around on Ustream, writing letters like this or on YouTube or whatever. These are
you
all
say Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's no winners out there doing shit. Donald Trump's not getting on fucking MySpace and shitting on bands. Your band sucks. You guys are faggots. It's always some fucking zero. But the amount of hate that someone would generate, and all of it comes from them not being happy with who they are. All of it, 100%. If they want to put out that much energy, I mean, you could have dislike for someone, you could disagree with someone, but if you spill out so much vile, and it's about something that had nothing to do with you, what you're doing is finding someone who you don't like to compare yourself to. They've got something that makes you uncomfortable, whether it's success or looks or money or whatever the fuck it is. They're doing something that you wish you were doing. They are getting attention you wish you were getting. That's all it is. So you have to treat them, instead of like human beings, you have to treat them like these little aberrations, little blips of energy, and you got to learn from them. So when you see some douchebag that like chimes in and says something fucked up, the way you have to look at these people is almost like these sad little creatures, like trapped in like a jail of their own choosing. So don't respond to these fuckers.
Yeah, I just got.
I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, no,
that's the weed for you, son.
I got an email a few days ago that literally said, I just saw your special on Comedy Central. You were one of those guys where your parents must have told you were funny, even though you weren't. And then he goes on to say, you suck. You're not funny. You'd maybe make a good weather guy, blah, blah, blah. So then I saw that.
That's actually kind of funny. You might maybe make a good weather guy.
I'm not saying, listen, you suck as a comic, but I believe you if you said a storm front was coming in. But then I was like, at first I got mad and wanted to respond to the guy, and then I went, you know what? How many emails do I get from people that were like, that was the greatest show ever, and I don't even think about responding.
Exactly,
to him.
that's the problem.
The guy because and what's that guy's focus? Like, there's not been, like you just said, one band that I've hated so much that I went to their website, logged in, and said, I just want to let you, I'm never coming to see you.
No artist, no writer, no comic, no nothing. I've never done that to anybody online that I did. If I didn't like their stuff, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I might like comment on Twitter, I thought that movie sucked, but writing someone like some fucking horrible, scathing, evil email like that's only
and
for losers.
The second you'd reply to it, their heart would jump because they were excited that
and then it's on. Like this guy that I told you that I sent that email back, he wrote me fucking paragraphs.
Yeah.
That douchebag probably spent hours of that. Meanwhile, he's probably unemployed. His life's in fucking shambles.
He's probably 12 years old and he pees himself still, and he has a computer and he's making fun of all of us. That's the problem I hate. Like, I got in a fight with somebody the other day. I like back and forth, and then I went to his MySpace page and it was like a kid. Like he had Pokemon as one of his favorites, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm even wasting time on this kid.
Yeah, well, it's possible. It's always possible that they're little teenagers, but
yeah.
The more important thing is that what it is it's not a person, and you think it's a person because like in real life, if someone did that to you, it would cause like a real situation. You'd be like, wow, there's like some negative energy going back and forth between me and this person, but you're not even making physical contact with that person. So you got to learn how to like not accept it. Like when shit comes in and it's like anonymous shit on the internet, you got to learn how to not accept that. It's a difficult thing, right?
Yeah.
It's tricky. This is probably the trickiest thing about being in the, quote unquote public eye. Is dealing with all the losers, all the fucking failures, all the shitty human beings that just want to dump on people.
And it's easier to dump on people if you do that all day, then you never have to look at what's going on with your own life.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I've had a busy day
For
today.
sure. Like
I wrote 10 bands that I hate and 5 comics I can't stand. Wow.
This guy, I went to his YouTube page too, which is even more hilarious because it's just filled with people shitting on him, calling him an asshole. So I guess he just does this constantly. That's what he does.
Right.
Just fucks with people. And I thought it's fascinating, man. It's fascinating that there's people like that for sure are fucking losers. Not a single one of these guys is successful, is doing what they want to be doing. Because if they were, they would be concentrating on that. I don't have enough energy out there to concentrate on some other shit. I don't have any energy to go out there and try to bring someone down for no reason. I don't have it. I don't have it to give. And if you have it to give, for sure, you're missing something in your life. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Jesus.
You missing Jesus. I've been following a lot of Christians on the Twitter lately. Oh, so this brings me back to R. Kelly. Before I went, we went gay guys, Big Bear to R. Kelly. Okay, you fucking have to see this R. Kelly clip. I got to show you this video because this is the best piece of unintentional comedy I've ever been a witness to. It's R. Kelly, and it's a video called Real Talk. And I watched it. I'm not bullshitting you, man. I watched it fucking 10 times yesterday. I'm going to find it here.
Is it on your Twitter?
Yep. Here it is. Can I play it here? How's the volume thing working?
Here, I'll do the volume thing on this computer.
Okay. Here we go.